Good morning, everybody, and welcome to House Flip episode 7. I believe today we've got a couple more commissions to run through, and we may get some more new tools, so let's get into that and see how the day runs. Didn't get any new tools yesterday, but we did consolidate some skills and get a bit more cash, so that was pretty good. Substrates for liquors instead of flowers. Okay. Well, Mummy left for a new month, and when she returns, I'm going to lie. Okay. The flowers rotted because he watered them too much, and he wants me to put in his favourite plants instead, so that wow, okay, that's Mummy's not going to be too happy, I reckon, when she gets home and sees what he's done to her garden. So basically today we're getting rid of all the flowers in the backyard because he doesn't think she'll notice, and then I love this garden. And then we're going to plant some of his favourite plants so he can have a bit of a winery. So in this section of the garden, it looks like they're spamming out those. There we go. You could get rid of them with a whippersnipper if you wanted to. I just think it's a bit quicker. All right, down here he wants 2 medium cherries, 1 medium pear, 2 medium plums, and to get rid of all the weeds. So this looks like a pretty good spot for cherries and plums and pears. So what we might do is put the cherry trees up front first. Let's just get straight into that. Plants, edibles, there we go. Medium cherry, actually, why are we doing that one? Yep, medium cherry tree. He wants 2 of those, who will buy many. And I think we might just start. You don't reckon she'll notice this, right? And get a little bit away from the fence because I don't think he wants to share with the neighbours. Too bad. He's a very naughty boy, that's all I'm going to say. I'll give them a little bit of space. Actually, you can see your spacing on the mini map if you just glance up at it. Right click to get rid of the buy minis. 1 medium pear tree. Just go back to here. There we go, 1 medium pear. I love the variety they've got in this game. Alrighty. Okay, also remember red circles mean you haven't planted it yet. And it will need you to plant them in order that your game will work. And then tab in, and I think he said he wanted medium plums, wasn't it? Alright, we'll buy many because there were 2 of those. Yep, 2 of those. Alright. So we might as well get this part of the mission out of the way. What about there? Alright, right, to get rid of it, and away we go with the digging and the inserting of the plant and so forth. So again, you've got to click for each dig, but you have to hold it so the dig completes. E to insert your plant. E to put your soil around. So much easier to do than when we first started with it. It used to be you had to pick a specific part of the trunk right down the base, and sometimes that was a bit hard to get to if you'd gone and planted a bunch of other stuff. So this is really a lot easier to do than it used to be. I love what they've done with this game. It's brilliant. Alright. Planting can take a bit of time, but if you think about it, it doesn't matter. You're going to be planting if you're in real life anyway, so we'll just head through and get all the planting done. And you'll notice over on the right hand side, as we finish each task, you will, oops, there we go, the task will disappear. So we're just about done. So plant highlight it. Alrighty. Now we just need to right click to, oh no, right click to get rid of the lawnmower. So you've got a few more tools to uncover here, so I'm really looking forward to doing that. Okay, removing the weeds. Now you'll notice also that the yard is divided into rooms. So we've come out of the weed room that we've got a little bit left in, and we're going into an entirely different new area with new tasks. So these weeds don't count towards the other task. They actually just count towards the task in this area. And actually I love the way they highlight, because otherwise I'd never find them. I also like the fact I can't accidentally rip out the flowers when I'm spamming my left mouse button to get rid of all the weeds. Sometimes my aim is really shocking. Alright. Yeah. See, I wouldn't have picked these for weeds. But they are. It's kind of like my garden where I've got some very pretty weeds that I don't like pulling out, but they're a bit of a menace, so when it's a choice between menacey weeds and food plants or your garden, it's not that hard. Stop me. There's another one. There we go. So you'll notice up in the mini map in the top right, we've got those aren't weeds. No, we've got our weeds highlighted as little black dots, and it's one of the best ways to work out if you've got them all and where they are. Like that. All right. So the weed task has disappeared. Now we're looking for fruity bushes. Alright, let's have a look for some cornus mass. So we'll just go to edibles. They're probably... If you go through here, you'll see there's a whole variety of stuff, and eventually you'll get down to your cornus mass, which looks like it's quite a big plant. I think I need 2 of them, so we'll buy many. Oh wow, that is a big plant. Sure, she won't notice that. I don't know if this kid's really thought this through. Or rather, this young man. There we go, we'll pop that. We'll pop those over in the corner, then they can still have their nice sunny patio. We also need... Oh no, I've missed a weed. I'll look for that later. Alright, we're looking for Chanamelies, 3 of. And we'll just very quickly type that in, CHAE. Should be enough to bring it up. 3 of, so we'll buy many. Actually, you know what, let's just plant these around the base. I hope they don't need sun. Actually, we might experiment with that. He can tell me if any die. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to need... These aren't planted, so they won't count yet, so great. Rebus. Now, with the Rebus, you'll notice you've got Rebus nigrum, Rebus spiccatum, and Rebus gracile. Don't let it bother you, just pick the colour you like, because the thing that counts most here is that top black heading, Rebus. I forget how many you wanted, so I'll buy many, and we'll see. He wanted 3, so that's a good choice. Let's make that all kind of pretty, no? Okay, fine. Pop them over in the back there. I don't know if I want it blocking out the sunflowers. Let's put this one over here. Won't hurt him to go looking for his fruit. Alright, need to insert the plant. Now, if you can't see the hole with the shovel, don't worry about it. Just as long as you get that blue highlight, you can dig through the plant and you won't hurt it. And you won't be blocked from doing what you need to do. Alright? So... Again, because sometimes, okay, mostly you won't be blocked from doing what you need to do. Sometimes you just can't quite position things and yourself to get yourself in the right spot. So they seem to have thought of that when they're deving it and work their way around it, which is awesome. Insert the plant. There we go. For soil. I was trying to water it. Trick with the watering is make sure that you let that little blue circle fill into dig. Set the plant, soil around. And don't go like me and completely forget that you can stop watering now. I just kind of tend to zone out a little bit with this game. It's very relaxing. I still can't see that weed. It's driving me nuts. And next. Also, it seems to be a proximity thing, so if you're not digging and you think you should be, just move a little bit closer. A bit like painting when you can't pick up the paint. Right, that's our planting now. Where is this weed? I'm just going to do a quick run around and see if I can get it to come up on the mini-map. Then if it doesn't, we're just going to have to go finding it. Actually, there is one other thing you can do. You come out and then just go back in. But it's still there. Alright, we're just going to have to look for it. There it is. Nope, that's not it. I'm not sure why I can't pull those, but okay. That's annoying. Alright, sometimes you'll get a weed in under a tree. It doesn't look like that's happened this time though. Okay, so I'm not going to get my weed out. That's really annoying. Just wander around the yard a bit more and see if we can get rid of that. Those are the weeds I'm looking for. Why isn't it not letting me pull them out? Alright, so if we go back here, and I think the weeds it wants me to get rid of are those, but they won't highlight. Alright, that's okay. Or it could actually be these big things too. Oh, wait a minute. That's one weed. That's all we were after. And it didn't show up on my mini-map. How rude is that? Oh, maybe it did and I missed it. One of the two. Alright, let's get to it. Just get rid of the rest of these. Before we go anywhere though, apparently there is a weed. There we are. 89%. We're heading into another room, so to speak. A room in our garden. Where we're just going to get rid of all the weeds. Oh, my new skill point. Awesome. We'll grab that before we do any more gardening. After we get rid of the weeds. There we go. Right, the weeding task is gone. We need to plant 5 Bacchus grapes. So, oops, we went escape. That was a bit silly. We'll tab. Actually, there we go. It doesn't let you forget. Let's get a bit quicker with our shoveling. Nice. Okay. And we actually went in there to get Fez grapes. So, in Z. You know, I think I've read that wrong. Bacchus grapes. Why am I thinking first? Don't answer that question. Alright, let's try this again. You can type in backer, so you can type in grape. This one will just take you straight to the plant you need because there's a couple of varieties of grapes. Alright, 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right click, and then we will just pop those in. E to insert plant. Left mouse to click. And away we go. And again. Now if you have a look, every time we finish even a small portion of the task, down the bottom of that income bar under your account balance, it just goes up. Alright, so we're going to buy, once we finish our missions, we're going to buy a couple of houses all at once, and then we're just going to work our way from one to the end, and it'll probably take me a session to do the inside of the first few, and then maybe another 1 or 2 sessions to do the outside. The outsides do take a bit longer, but they are fun. Right. Right, this section is done. I think what we're doing now is we're just looking for those. Oh, no, we're in another room. I need to mow the lawn. Okay. Actually, here's a... Oh. I was going to say, here's a chance to experiment, and then I've realised that we've got trees. And that mowing around trees is probably going to be a bit awkward. But we might try it anyway. So, 1 mower. Okay. Spacebar. And hold to cut. And using S. A. There we go. This is pretty much how I would mow if I was actually having to mow around trees. There we go. There we go. Now if you have a look at your minimap, what you'll see is there are a bunch of these patches of dark green and patches of light green. And the object of this part of the game is to get rid of all the dark green patches using your mower or your whipper snipper. Yes, you can drift the mower, which is a good thing. Let me just try and turn it around that tree. There we go. Let's scroll. Oh, okay. No, I didn't mean to. Okay, if you scroll, you also change your tool that you're on. I'll just back it up. Wait till it goes green. And away we go. W. But scrolling is a good thing. So what we're going to do now is use the brush cutter for what it was designed for, which is basically getting into all those parts that you just can't get to any other way. So it's left mouse to get the brush cutter to cut brush, or grass in this case. And what we're doing is just tidying up very quickly around the trees. So you can use your minimap. What I was doing there was just looking at my minimap as I went to work out where the dark green patches were that I needed to get rid of, although I think my lawn progress has says I'm finished, so that's kind of cool. Back to our hand tool. Okay, you know what, now that grass is going to just irritate me by being there. So we might as well tidy up this part of the lawn. There we go, pretty. And I'm pretty sure I saw a weed over here, and I forgot to see if I could mow them. There we are. Oh, 100% of the order is complete. We can now click to get out of here. And we might go and do one more order before we finish up. So the session might be a little bit longer than 20 minutes. Yeah, look, I'm right on the 20-minute mark there. So cleaning up the student's house. All right, let's try and get that done. So they had some students they rented to, and they turned out to not be the best decision. They didn't pay on time, they broke things. He gave him a heart attack with the mess of the house. And some of the furniture is missing. Oh dear, we can fix that up. So Nick Flo and his student house disaster. All right, nothing he wants done in the garden. We just we can get rid of all of that. So we need to clean the dirt. Doors are really, really bad for hiding dirt. However, if you can't find it, look up. In this case, I'm looking at my mini-map and not seeing all the dirt, but then I don't think I've quite got that function. There it is. I haven't quite upgraded my cleaning so that I can see all the dirt in the mini-map. All right, let's start with room number 1. Well, well, well. That's not fun. Spam the left mouse button just like you're weeding, and you can pick up all the trash. As you get better at this, you will be able to pick up more trash in a wider area, so it won't take you quite so long. I kind of like that. All right, we've found most of the trash, but we're still missing something. Oh, wait a minute, it's a newspaper. No, we're missing something else. All right, let's just clean up first because this is driving me batty. When I first did the clean, I forgot that the graffiti on the wall would be considered dirt, so actually that reminds me I know what I've missed. Don't forget the windowsills, they'll nearly always need cleaning in a house. And there we go, that's everything. The other piece of trash we've missed is this. And I think I went nuts the first time I ever did this mission trying to find it, but that's the thing. Now, if you have a look, you can see there's some dirt in the room next door. We are going to see if we can just... No, it's not going to let me do that. Never mind. Oops, we're not painting yet. Let's clean the windows. You're probably sick. Oh, wow. I like my new window cleaner. Probably sick of hearing me say how much better cleaning windows is now than it used to be, but it really is. The guys have done a great job on this part of the game as well. All right, clean this window. And gals. There are gals. There we go. Mount devices, that would be that. So tab out, and we'll go rad for the radiator, because it is rad to have a radiator, maybe, unless it leaks. Then it's not so rad. Alright. And he wants it painted white. I think he's having a real knee-jerk reaction to that black on the walls. White from the wall section should take me one, but we'll see. See, I've got a bunch more tools I need to get. Okay. There's something I haven't noticed before. It's the little spinny wheel circle that tells me I've actually completed that section. It's probably been there all along, I just haven't noticed it until now. But if it's new, it too is cool. One of the ways to tell if you've finished a wall is just to go over it, but this will only work after you've got the perk that says you don't paint walls you've already painted. So this is just a good way to check. You can jump up on the bed. Even though it looks white, it still needs to be repainted. So don't forget to do that. Right. little message box that pops up in your top right, top left is really good for telling you why things aren't working. So if you're standing there wondering why your paintbrush isn't painting and that message has popped up, what you're probably going to find, just get off the bed, is that you haven't filled it. There'll be a message that will patiently tell you that's what you need to do. I like that you don't accidentally, there, see I missed a bit there. I like that you don't accidentally paint the windows. That would make the game painful. So it's just really nice that you can't paint them. Oh no, I might have to end up buying a tin of paint for like one stripe. And being super lazy by not moving the furniture. As long as I can get away with it, I'm pretty happy. Now you'll notice I'm not allowed to sell the paint tin, which is going to drive me nuts because I now have to leave a half full paint tin in the house, but that's okay. I'll get over it eventually. Make sure you're in range or it won't work. Now, sometimes the furniture makes it a little bit awkward to pick up the rubbish. Okay, in this case, we're just going to have to move that chair, I think. There we go. And we've gotten all the trash out, so let's grab our broom and do some cleaning. Wow, they did a number on this place. I'm aiming the broom using that little white dot and the pointer, although I think I'm out of range for that one, so it's not going to work. It's usually easier to clean where the radiator goes before you put the radiator in. A chair. Right, furniture is relatively easy move. Press shift, spin the mouse wheel with a nice 90-degree turn. Makes things easy to position, and you can always fine tune it by just spinning the mouse wheel and not pressing shift. Right, I have missed some dirt somewhere. Look up. The other thing, if you miss dirt, look up, especially if your mini-map doesn't show you all the dirt. So mine doesn't yet, so that's fine. E for clean window. E, there we go. Alright, and this way, tab and rad. Doesn't matter what tab you're under when you type in what you're looking for, the inventory will find it and take you straight to it. So if you want to do something quickly or find something quickly, you can type a portion of its name and it will still happen. That room is done. Now for, oh yeah, this one. Close that door. Let's just very quickly pick up our trash. Done. Now the dirt is another matter. Look up. There we go. Broom has got a pretty good reach in it. Alright, and you'll notice there's a little bit of dirt down there on those bricks, which I didn't see. That was in the mini-map, so that's the other key. If you can't find it by looking... Oh, cockroaches. If you're a person with katsuridophobia or a fear of cockroaches, you can change them into pieces of glass. I'm not, but that is really awesome. Thank you. Alright, I have not cleaned all the dirt. Oh, I know why. The one small glitch you'll get is that the broom will not mop where cockroaches are, and even though the cockroaches are on the other side of the wall, you will have to get rid of them before you can get rid of the dirt on this side, because the range of your tool will tell it that that's what you need to do. So let's go and get rid of these cockroaches. And if you are a person with catsophobia, don't look. All right. I'm just going to pick up some of this trash because it makes the vacuum cleaner a bit easier to operate. Not that I'm going to need it over here, but that's okay. Oh, cockroaches. I come from Queensland, where cockroaches are a pain. So for cockroaches, you just hit E to pull out the vacuum cleaner, and you get this very satisfying. There we go. We've destroyed one nest already. You get this very satisfying swoosh and clatter as the cockroaches go up the vacuum cleaner. With a big nest like that, we would use a vacuum cleaner, and then we would just use our boots and stomp them. Right, that one will go away. Let's go back and see if we can clean our dirt. There we go. We've cleaned a bit more dirt off that wall. I'm still missing some. My mini map is telling me exactly where it is, and I'm just not getting it. Okay. You used to be able to clean through the wall, but now you can't. So they've fixed it, which is a shame because that was kind of fun. Let's back it up a little bit. Alright, my map is showing dirt. Now I'm not seeing it on this side of the wall, so I'm going to just toddle over here and see what I can do. That's annoying. I can't find the dirt with the mop. Alright. So the nice thing about this game is if you do follow the module through, what will happen is you'll get all your tools that you need for your renovations. You'll learn a bit about the controls, and you'll have a bunch of cash to start with. But the other thing is that you'll increase your perks, so that when you get to renovating, you can just focus on the renovating and not on how slow everything is or whatever. More roaches. Give it a rest, guys. Vacuum time. We are serving an eviction notice on these guys. Nasty things. I have destroyed enough cockroaches to destroy the nest, and it's not going to let me. Oh no, it is going to let me suck up the last ones. Excellent. These tenants were horrible. Look at that. Alright. I don't think I read the letter that went with this. That was a bit bad of me, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget. It's like, enough with the reading. I'll get there and I'll know what to do. But I like the stories in behind each job, so I kind of missed out on that one. Oh, sneaky. Oh, a new cleaning skill. Let's see if we can speed this process up a bit. Or see more dirt. Actually, I am going to see most of the dirt in the mini-map. There's something I'm missing and I can't fix it. We'll do a little bit more faster cleaning. Cheeky. Got all the trash out. We'll do the window cleaning in a minute. There's just some dirt in here. Go this way. Right, I should be right opposite the dirt. So let's just scrub this wall. Oh, there we go, we got it that time. Alright. Up the end. And it's probably on the door. No, it's up there. There we go. Now we've done it. Okay. We were just working our way through. Actually, let's just get the dirt clean here. We're just working our way through methodically going clockwise, which sometimes is the only way I can remember which rooms I've done when I've renovated a house. So anyway, maybe I should have gotten faster cleaning. This is true. Alrighty, mount the devices. Unscrew the sink first. Doesn't take too long. I'll put the sound turned down for the sound effects. Alright. Go to our hand. Now we can do things with them. Alright, you can buy a sink and mount it here. So go to our store. Okay. Mountable sink for the bathroom. Small. I'm not going to go too fancy with the renos I do for others. Fancy can happen when we get to the renos for our own places. Most of the clients just want it looking neat and tidy anyway. Oh, I hate the swinging. So away we go with that. And up. You've got to click on these so that the other part will actually respond to you properly. And we're done with that. And there's another red bar here, so we want a towel radiator. You'll find that under installations, so we can type in towel and find the radiator that way. You can also type in rod and it will come up. And just about done with the bathroom. Alright, everything is done in here. Our taskbar is shown clear. Oh boy, and back into here. And into the cleaning. I haven't moved all the trash sheet. We'll find that shortly. I suspect there it is. Alright. Before we tuck the bed over against the wall or put the radiator in, we might just get rid of this stuff here. Otherwise we're going to have trouble finding it. Your broom will not clean the window, as you probably worked out. Get up. Yep. It's done. Alright, we're done with that. We have 2 windows to clean. I used to really dread this process. It didn't stop me playing, but it did make it not quite so much fun. And now it's like, yes, windows are neat or clean. Beautiful, well done. I could fill this order now if I wanted to, but it would be good to get the maximum we can get for the job. And if I was still doing the Steam achievements, I would be wanting to get that 100% of jobs done, the perfectionist achievement that they've got there. So, a couple of incentives. Now you could just tuck the bed if you really wanted to. You could grab that, use your right, use shift key. Just bring it back off the heater. There we go. Okay, this room is done. And over to this one. Right, they are driving me batty down there. That's a bit of dirt on the bottom of that chair. I will just point at the chair. Okay, you'll notice our percentage marker went up for that. Alright, I've missed a couple of patches. There's some there. And there's some... Yep, there it is, right in between the fridge and the cabinet. And then there is some Alright, let's just do a general clean in the whole area. Maybe it's on the fridge, it was on the fridge. Right, brown fridge, brown dirt, no good combo. And that's the dirt done. Down the radiator tab. It's still up. The good thing is if you bought something and you need a lot of it, and it doesn't have below many, even for assemble, what you can do is just do all of that one thing throughout the house that you're renovating and cleaning, and you won't need to change your shop key. All right, all the tasks in this room are done. We're nearly finished, and we'll just very quickly search through here. So we've done all of this out at the shack, so we haven't really gotten any new skills that we can do for things like renovating the bathroom, which is what I'm hoping will come to very soon. I could probably skip a few tasks, but then I'd have to go back. Alright, we have picked up all the trash. Clean the window. You don't need to go to your hand to clean the window. I just do because, I don't know, it just makes sense. So for instance, if I had the broom in my hand, right, and I went to the window, so I might as well just clean all of this while I'm here. It'll still come up as E, clean the window. You hit A, the broom goes away, you can get started straight away. It's another nice feature. Alright. There we go. I really enjoyed this game. Went through a bad patch and I needed something to relax with. This is a good game for relaxing. Oops, the light's stopping me from jumping down. We get to turn something quite messy into something quite neat. I've done all the dirt, so it is time to, whoops, you will need your hand for this one. To mount the devices. Now I think I'm going to have to move that chair. But I'm not going to because I want you to see what happens when you've done it. Although it might happen that this is fine. Sometimes when there's a bit of furniture in the way, you'll get your radiator and it will just leak and it won't do up and it'll be quite stroppy. So you've got to, if there's furniture in the way, sometimes the radiator fitting, you need to move it. Oh, I forgot a room, look at that. Got two action. So basically clean up the rubbish. And that's all the trash done. Clean the dirt. Down along the bottom. Under the window ledge. On the window ledge. Above the window ledge. And then around the window ledge. Yep, there we go. Now you'll still notice I've only got most dirt showing, so there's going to be times when there's dirt that I can't see on my mini-map. But that's not bad. In the corner. There it is, right down there. So for instance, I can't see any dirt. It's this one, I know why. On the mini-map. Sometimes the dirt will leak over from another room. Very rarely. Usually with this one I find. There we go. Now you watch, we'll go back into the other room. Oh, it's still 88%, so I'm wrong. That's okay. Alright, in that case we will just look for it in here, see what we've missed. Doesn't look like there's any dirt down there. I still think it could be a bathroom thing. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to just clean that bathroom 100% and we'll see what happens. I'm still seeing some dirt. Actually, no, not what I'm seeing is trash. There we go. We'll get rid of that. That's better. Alright, now we'll get rid of the dirt. I have cleaned bathrooms like this. They're not fun. Back at the door. Right. Windows are terrible in this. If you're ever looking for dirt, check the window. Alright, there is a pesky piece of dirt here somewhere. Why can't I find it? Oops. Sorry. Okay, I've got to mount something, so what's that? And that's that. Where's my dirt? No, I'm in the wrong section. There we go. Sometimes you just got to get at the right angle to get to it too. Right, so the experiment was to see if cleaning that room got this room tidy, but it didn't. So I'm going to have to stop being lazy and actually start picking up furniture and moving it. Pop you over there. Ah, fine, I'll stick you to... Okay. No, I can't see any dirt in this corner. So what we're going to do is just make sure... Oh, maybe I've missed something on the floor because I've checked the walls pretty good. Alright, pick it up. Right, mouse wheel and shift key just to turn it. Put over there. Alright, let's check the floor. It's not showing up in the map, which is a pain. So I'm just going to look for it and hope I find it. Alright. I think I missed it on the... No, didn't miss it on the lintels. Alright, while I'm here I'll clean the window. I will do the same for this one. That will at least mean that that's done. I'm going to mount the radiator, but first I'll clean the area it's in just to make sure. What if the door is dirty? No? Alright, so it's probably behind there. Oh, I know why. Let's just move this over here. Put down there. The radiator in because that is driving me nuts. There we go. Like this faster mounting, it works really well. Okay, so got all of that done. Check that, that looks pretty clean. So let's move the cupboard. Let's just stick it in the middle of the room for a minute and remove the thing. I'm still not seeing this dirt, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and just work our way both along the floor line and also along the base of the wall line. Sometimes What else I haven't done? I haven't cleaned the furniture. Sometimes it's on the furniture as well. Alright, I'm pretty happy that there's no dirt hiding behind those things. And the game seems to think so too. So let's just move our furniture back to here. And then, why don't we give that a bit of a scrub? It looks a bit grubby. No, it's not that. Right, I'll grab this one. And we'll do the same thing. Just get it off the door. And now we'll clean this one. Really, it shouldn't be this hard to find the dirt, so I'm just wondering what I'm doing wrong. Alright, is it the bed? No, we cleaned the bed. And this should have been about a 10-15 minute job, and here we are, 20 minutes later. Oh dear. Up 96%, so there was some dirt on the door. Alright. Okay. Break it up. Check down the bottom there. So basically, there was dirt on the door. I checked in there. It's just a matter of trying to find the dirt and being close enough to scrub it when we do. Oh, no, that's just parquetry. Starting to feel really dumb actually. Can't find the dirt. Right, I'm going to go clean another room and think about this. Also going to clean the outside of this door, but that would have shown up in this area. Okay, close that one. Ow. I did just shut myself in the bathroom. That's not good. Okay, last room. No. Alright, so a couple of little things to do in here. Let's just put that up. And radiator tab. Away we go. E for assemble. Pop that in there. Okay. Clean the window. Oh wow, that needs cleaning, isn't it? Okay. And mount the second device. Where is it? Should be able to find it. It's in red. There we are. Unscrew that by left clicking. We can mount a washer there. So let's go find that. One mountable washer. Back up so you can fit it in. You can't place things in the place you're standing in. That just won't work. So with each little jigsaw puzzle, you just look for the bits that go green when you press on them. If they go red, well, find something else. There we go. First time I did one of these, I had a lot of trouble with the hoses. And the trick with the washer is if you don't mount it properly, it will leak everywhere, which is really annoying. There we go. And there we are, this one. Alright, bathroom is done, there is dirt in here somewhere. And I'm really stuffed if I know where it is, really. Have I cleaned the desk? Maybe not. Let's just clean the desk a bit. And the chair in case it's on the underside of the chair. Nope. Okay. Honestly, I keep thinking the dirt is this stuff here. But if it was, it would be gone by now, so that's not it. Alright, let's just have a close look at the ceiling. We're going to turn the lights on. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Probably should have thought of that before. Let's check the middle of the room. If there is dirt there, it's really good at hiding. Window ledges are done. We've done all along here, so it's not there. Alright, well, you know what? I think I'm going to have to be happy with leaving 4% dirt behind, and I'm not really. The other thing too is, if you move, whoops, what's that? If you move your mouse, sometimes what will happen is it will highlight the clean to dirt option. And, hello, what's that? Hold and switch to move. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that yet. Hold and switch to move. So normally there's a, actually let's put our hand up, because then it should come up as hold and switch to clean. And I'm really not seeing it. So what we're going to do is the last option, which is we're going to escape. Oh no, we're not. Yep, we're going to go back to the office. We're going to save our progress, because that's too frustrating not to save. And then we're going to go back into our office. Because I forget, sometimes this happens too. We're going to go back to our unfinished job. Resume. And then we're going to head back inside and just see. No, the progress bar is still showing it's not complete. So, back down into here. Ha! There's the dirt. It was not showing up on the mini-map before. And to be honest, it looks like it's in the bathroom. Ah, right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is clean this. There we go. Done. I really should have thought to do that before. Ah, drives me nuts. So, in this case, the dirt wasn't in here. It was in the bathroom. And even though the bathroom showed 100% clean, there was an extra bit of dirt. So if that ever happens to you in your game, hit escape, save what you've done, go back to your office, and then come back in. And sometimes the dirt will reappear. And we are going to complete that job and get paid, because that was a pain. Hint in the corner, the student likes his things to be clean. Right, so skill points, we'll do that just before we go. So we'll hit tab. Got 1 in negotiation. We're getting paid. I really like the idea to be able to negotiate before I start buying houses, so let's do that. Used to be that you couldn't tell what skills you've got, but I've noticed they've put a little red number beside it, so now I know I don't have any more skills to upgrade. And that is all for today. I'll be back in 2 days' time, where we will put my garden in order and save me from these horrible colours. Hopefully one of those will give us some new skills and tools. In the meantime, have a great day, and I will catch you later.